So we are slowly migrating to four-step box breathing technique. Okay. So once you're done with the exhalation, we'll start with the four-step process. Start inhalation. Continue inhalation for 5 more seconds. Now hold your air, hold the air, hold, hold for 5 more seconds. Slowly start exhaling. Continue exhalation. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Now stay in the Shunyaka position without further inhalation or exhalation. Stay in the Shunyaka position. Relax your breathing. Keep your eyes closed. Relax your breathing and keep your eyes closed. Let's go to the second round. Start inhalation. Inhale further. Continue inhalation for 5 more seconds. Now stay there. Stay in the Kumbhaka position for 10 seconds. Hold there without inhalation or exhalation. Just stay there. Slowly start exhaling. Exhale slowly and completely. Once you're done with your exhalation entirely, stay in the Shunyaka position. Relax your breathing. We'll do one more round with 15 seconds. Relax your breathing. We'll do one more round. Listen to my voice instructions carefully. Slowly start inhalation. Inhale further. Inhale. Inhale. Please continue inhalation for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold the air. Hold, 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 hold for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly start exhaling. Exhale as slowly as you can. Exhale as slowly as you can. Controlled, slow, sustained exhalation. The same flow. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Continue exhalation for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you're done with your exhalation, stay in the Shunyaka position. State of vacuum without any air in your lungs. Stay there for 7 more seconds. It will increase your distress tolerance. Extremely important for enhancing your attention span. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep your eyes closed and relax your breathing. Keep your eyes closed and relax your breathing. Observe the changes in your body. Observe the changes in your thought process. As you keep doing box breathing technique every single day, you'll be able to find and notice phenomenal changes in the way you think and your general state of mind. Okay. Now let's quickly visualize those three key movements which are worth fighting for. We always spoke about in length. So the way you're progressing forward, you're able to hit 8 to 10 hours a day consistently. By the end of the boot camp, by the end of the 21-day challenge, you will be able to see that you will be able to study for 12 hours. When you study for 12 hours for 2 to 2.5 months straight, you will be in a position to hit 800 to 900 hours. So by investing 800 to 900 hours, one can easily increase 100 plus marks, because of which most of you will be able to clear your respective exams in May 24. Now the preparation part is sorted, and as we proceed forward, you'll be writing more tests, and you will be also revising the earlier topics very frequently using a lot of charts and other hacks. So that way, the knowledge or the concepts gets consolidated, which will be easy for you to recall and recite. And we'll keep testing this through multiple exams. And also, those who are not able to study online are always welcome to come down offline. So that option is also there. So this time there is no excuse for you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, irrespective of what you have done earlier, everything is available for you to go ahead and clear. With that determination, you're putting in your best foot forward to make sure this is your one last step. Now, as you proceed towards the exam, 1 week before the exam, we are already completed the syllabus. You're already done with your mock test. So there will be slight amount of exam here, but then using our 20-hour challenge, we will be able to come revise everything before the exam. On the day of the exam, in those 3 to 4 hours, we are having a quick review, a quick recap of whatever has been done. And this is where the working memory comes into the picture. We are not trying to transfer this into long-term memory this time. We are just bringing everything into working memory so that the speed of recall in the exam is great. So you went entered the examination hall at 1:30. You did your box breathing technique for 5-10 minutes, and you're reasonably sorted, reasonably clear. Once the paper came in, you're not rushing in. The first paper is there in your hands. You're not rushing in. You know that you're going to tackle it. The length of the paper, difficulty of the paper, how different is the paper is not relevant for you. You're ready to get your first 20 marks out of 40 marks. So once the paper came in, you start from the back side because first question will be relatively complex. You just kept on thinking, what is that one question which I should start with? So you found that question and you processed that in the last 5 minutes of the 15 minutes. The moment you are supposed to write, you started building a framework in your mind and you started answering. The first half an hour went great. You are clearly able to answer that 14 mark question in just 20 minutes and you are sure that you're going to score 8 marks. Similarly, you picked up one more question. So two questions are completely done and third question is almost done. So now you are sure that you are going to score 20 plus marks in the first 1 hour itself, which actually means there is no one who is going to stop you. So once the three questions are done, once you go and do the objective, you will be in a position to cross 40 plus by the end of second hour. So this is where you realize that all these efforts are completely paid off and you want to maximize your score. In the third hour, you have started answering the remaining two questions, which you are not really sure earlier. So in an idea to get 10 plus marks, so this way you are reaching 50 plus in your first paper. And by this time, you already know that this group is going to be cleared because first paper is done, 50 plus is crossed, aggregate is sorted, and most importantly, your exam blues are gone. Now you can think and write the next two exams in a clear and focused manner. Similarly, you replicated the same for second exam. Second exam was tougher. Let's say it was tougher. It was different than how you prepared for. Still, you know that you're going to cross 44 plus. So that is also started. So first two papers, you know that you're going to get 94, 95 plus. And the third paper is what you have to ensure to cross the aggregate. You have been always preparing for this. You had 65 in mind, but eventually you know that you're going to score 60 plus. So whatever it is, by the end of the group, you know that you're going to cross 155. Visualize this. Visualize this on the day of the exam. While you're walking out of the first exam, second exam, third exam, know that you're going to clear. How beautiful this feeling is. So once this is done, as you're approaching the results day, this time you're different. You feel that you deserve to clear. Clearly, I'm using the word deserve. You know that you deserve to clear. So that's the reason why you're reasonably confident. But definitely, yes, you definitely have to wait for God's grace and ICS evaluation. So that way you are waiting for the result on the result day. Yes, you first time, while you are doing it, someone recorded it and you are able to find your own result reaction video. Probably we'll also play it for all the students together. So when that happens, that day is the day where you realize that, okay, one step in your career is done. One step in your career is done. Whether you're at inter level or final level, once you know that this particular exam is cracked, you no longer have to bother about any exam. That is exactly how you're preparing for the second. And eventually you're looking for the main day, the convocation day, the day where your parents, effort get convocated. The parents' 20th sacrifices get convocated. So that is the day where your parents are rest assured that, okay, my son and daughter are sorted now. Now I think I can retire and stay and live peacefully. So that is the way where we are officially saying I'm taking over the responsibilities from here on. So that is the first step forward. So this 3 days, the day where you see the emotion in your parents, the 3 days are something which you keep visualizing. When you want to find a purpose, just think about this 3 days and 3 moments. Nothing else could probably motivate you or create the drive for you more than this because those two people are the people who care for you the most, no one else. Okay, so this is exactly how we can visualize the journey and make sure you add more detailing. Let's say the convocation hall in your city, the exam center. So make sure you add more details so that it becomes very clear and concrete in your mind. Ujjwala always keeps saying this visualization technique was something which is a game changer when it was combined with box building technique. Okay, so I'm giving you a couple of minutes. Let this feeling sink in. Keep your eyes closed. Stay in a relaxed position. Keep your eyes closed. Let this movement sink into your mind. Keep visualizing. Keep thinking. So crystallize this. So however you train your mind in a subconscious level, or when you keep your eyes closed and decide something, when you open your eyes, you're going to execute it. Okay, always do this. Whenever you want to do something, keep your eyes closed and decide. It will be easy to distinguish between a random thought and a clear cut decision. Now, if it's a clear cut decision, so decide accordingly and will execute. Just stay there for another 90 seconds. Start rubbing your palms. and gently place them in your eyes. Open your eyes with a smile on your face. Feeling good? So you can do this to yourself whenever you want. It's two things. One is when you change your breathing process, your mind becomes a bit more stabilized. On the top of it, if you add a layer, as you're going forward, your preparation for the day is in track. Otherwise, it's random. Now, when you're adding one is breathing, one is visualization, it's focused. It just stays in track. It stays on track. This is exactly what and why we are doing what we're doing. Okay. Once this is sorted, uh, the current day is coming. When I say current day is coming, previous day revision. Okay, previous day revision. Never, it's actually recall, but still, that's okay. So when you're talking about previous day revision or recall, that is all about consolidating what you studied yesterday. Now, today, when you're going to study something for the next 10 hours, it is important for you to skim through the content very fast. Now, how do we do it? Let's say, I think you can go and get your books. I'll teach you practically. Go and get your books. Whatever you have to study today, if you're already holding it, get your books. Mitra, you can come here. I need a book to explain. Get your auditing book along with the index mapping also. Auditing and index mapping. Yeah, please come. Give me any book. So I'll explain it in both the ways, whether you're studying so whether you're studying online or offline. Let's say today she's supposed to complete chapter 4, 5, 6. For example, in module 1, let's say she's supposed to complete chapter 4, 5, 6. Let me remember. Okay, first, decide the scope. This has to be very clearly marked whenever you decide what has to be studied. At a technical level, at a physical level, decide the scope. Page number X to X, page number Y to Y. This has to be very, very clearly defined so that you know what is the coverage you have to do. And based on that, you'll be able to plan what has to be done in the first session, second session, third session. This is exactly how it happens. Let us say is choose to study three chapters in auditing, materiality, audit evidence, and completion and review. Now this is the total scope. Okay, this is what she has to study. So this is what you need to study in Manloki 8 to 10 hours. So what you should do is whatever you need to study in those 8 to 10 hours, let's say let's look at 10 hours. You should be quickly able to flip them in just 10 minutes. Whatever you're supposed to study in 10 hours. Now, if you remember, yesterday you studied something in 10 hours. Today in previous year revision, you're able to extract the gist in 10 minutes. Now, when you can extract the past in 10 minutes, you can skim through the future in 10 minutes. Understand it? Simple logic. Now, when I said previous revision in 10 minutes on day zero, day one, you'll be like, I studied so much, how can I dump everything in 10 minutes? The same concept. It just takes 10 minutes for quickly skimming through whatever you are supposed to study. So, open your respective books, demarcate what you need to study. Once it is done, just start going through. When I say skimming, only 4 or 5 seconds per page. Just quickly go through, skim through. You can use your hand as you skim through so that you're focused, or you can use a pen. So just skim through. Just skim through. This is a scientific technique. This is a scientific technique. It works. You don't have to understand how it works until you know that it is actually working. Don't worry about the logic behind it right now. Just skim through the part. Just skim through. probably can look at only 2, 3 points, 2, 3 points per page. Don't flip pages, skim through. Just don't flip them just for the sake of it. Skim through. When I say skimming, you have time. You have time. This is what we're doing today. What we're doing.
Yesterday I did first 2 chapters. Afterwards I couldn't focus.
So start what you have to finish off. This is done.
Yeah.
So let's say today you can do it from here. Is it done?
Oh,
Three is
yeah. First 2 it. Yeah.
three is also done.
Uh,
Three.
The second chapter general.
That's okay, fine. One reading is enough. Today complete 4 by 6. Okay, just skim through this. As you're looking at it, in each page. Now this is a framework where you can spend probably 10 extra seconds. Material industries, probably 3 would be inherent risk. So there could be only 1 or 2 elements in each page. Let's look at the order risk and move through. So before you actually go and do it, when you go back, it feels like you know it. You already come here. So do this. Finish it till 6 star. So let us say you're going through an online material. Okay, same. So if you have to complete a day as 115 from Saransh, you'll have a look, just skim through. One glance, one reading, probably 1 or 2 questions are point. Okay, treat as a single contract. Okay, understood. When you see it's simple, it's like when you combine the contracts, treat as a single contract if these conditions are there. Now accounting for modification, identifying the performance obligations. What are the 2 ways? So readily available resources, separately identified promises. So you just focus on 1 or 2 sentences and quickly skim through. It looks like you know the area. Do it for another 7 minutes. Last 5 minutes. Make sure you cover the rest of the pages. Last 1 minute. You're able to finish. Right. Once you cover the length of the topics to be done, the possibility of you covering it increases significantly and unnecessary when you do it. So this is exactly what you have to do every single day. Just like previous day revision, once the technique is taught to you, it is important for you to follow it. The mom is only a facilitation session where you get started with the habits. It's easy for you to start and build habits along with us. Don't expect spoon feeding or babysitting forever. It's important. The moment you wake up, submitting PDF, then 5 minutes box breathing technique plus visualization. Immediately switch to current day skimming for 10 to 12 minutes. That's it. And then you can get started. As you proceed forward, this 15 minutes can be compressed to 25 minutes. And then you can get started at 5:30 also. Or if you want feeling sleepy, you can wake up at 5:30 and compress everything at 6 o'clock. So initially, it's have a standard base so that you'll get used to things. And from there, these are the three components which are very important. Previous year revision, box breathing technique, and current day skimming. The top three things on mom are these three. Clear? So those who would like to continue can continue the study and make sure you hit the targets today. For target completion, focus on speed. Focus on speed. Just because you study slowly doesn't mean it's going to be of great quality. If that is the case, people writing for 5 attempts should be fantastic in their respective papers. That is not happening, right? So speed is something which will save you from getting deviated. If you maintain a reasonable speed, you'll be less deviated. Otherwise, your mind will be all over the space. So today's target, I want everyone to complete 100% of your target. I don't know how you want to plan. I gave you a hack. I gave you a technique. 100% completion is very, very important today. Because once we move into the third week, we'll have to add a few more dimensions. Before we do that, it is important to at least completing the targets quantitatively. I'm not talking about quality entirely. At least complete it quantitatively, at least for a day, we'll see the difference. Is that clear? Have a good day, guys. I'm attaching this to, okay, Prasanna, I'm making you a host, and then rest of you can stay back and study.